Commercial photography, B2B photography. If you work with businesses, watch this. There's a ton of advice out there on how to get clients, and there's a big problem with that. It's either super nuanced or just straight up doesn't work. So we actually figured out what works according to the most successful B2B photographers. We did this for our clients and they got multiple six figures in added revenues and headaches saved. Okay, so first of all, to get B2B clients, you must have a good offer that stands out. Then you need a way to find people that would benefit from your offer. And lastly, you need a way to convert these people into wanting what you offer and actually paying you. Every photographer who is successful that we've spoken to literally has all of these things in common. So in this video, I'm going to show you what has specifically worked for B2B, business to business photographers. First thing you need to understand is that this is supposed to be treated like a business first, not like creative photography. Let me give you an example. If your client has a vision that you may not agree with, it is still best practice to just let it happen. At the end of the day, the customer is always right. And here's what these business clients actually told us in interviews. They're not buying photos, they're buying certainty in a chaotic process. When a business needs commercial photography, they're racing deadlines, product launches, grand openings, conference materials, website redesigns. When they look at your portfolio, they're not thinking about your compositions. They're calculating risk. Does this photographer ask 12 questions before booking? Do they need multiple consultation calls? Will they take 7 days to deliver? Your artistic perfectionism reads as friction to them. Meanwhile, the photographer who promises 24-hour turnaround and never makes them guess what happens next, that photographer books double your rate. If you want to save money on your marketing, you should adopt this approach. We interviewed professionals across different industries, and basically all of them said the same thing. If they like your work, they will naturally refer you if their colleagues ask. Referrals are the easiest business you'll get. But this is only made true if you provide the best possible experience for your client. But how do you get all of these people in the door? Well, again, it starts with the offer. The way you package your offer is what makes the client actually want to work with you. And if you want to find out how to make the client find you, just check out our 2026 photography marketing guide. It's in the first link in the description, I believe. Anyways, the offer is what actually makes or breaks the sale. There are 3 variables that you want to work on when packaging your offer. I'd like to reference Alex Hormozi's offer framework. What do they have to do to work with you to get their dream outcome? It's the value equation, which is equal to the dream outcome multiplied by perceived likelihood of achievement and divided by the time delay and effort and sacrifice to achieve this. Business clients will pay more for speed and predictability than they'll ever pay for artistic vision. I've watched photographers book $4,000 shoots with average work because their process runs like a machine. They respond to inquiries in under 10 minutes, book within the hour, and shoot the next day. They deliver the next evening. The client never has to answer questions or wonder what's happening. Now, here's how that maps on the value equation. On top of the equation, you have the dream outcome of your ideal clients. So these are business owners, realtors, higher management, really anyone you're working with. What is it they want that you can offer them? Then you have the likelihood of achievement, the perceived likelihood of achievement, which is a fancy way of showing how likely it is to happen. If you have leaps and bounds of social proof from your past clients that this dream outcome has been achieved, this likelihood shoots up. This is the top of the equation. Now, at the bottom of the equation, this is the stuff that decreases the value you have. So you have effort and sacrifice and the time delay. Effort and sacrifice includes their investment required, so how much your services cost. And the more things they have to do, the more effort is required, and the less valuable your offer is. And what about the time delay? How long does it take you to give them their dream outcome? Turnaround here plays a big part. For real estate agents, for example, this is one of the most valuable things. To sum it up, the better you can create something to match their dream outcome with minimal work for them and minimal sacrifice, the more valuable your offer is. Then you need to find people who will take you up on this valuable offer. Well, how do you do this? Well, let me tell you what we recommend to all of our clients investing thousands of dollars for consulting. First of all, you need to have a consistent online presence. So this is basically a website, social medias that are up to date, no crazy content grind, just make it as easy as possible to find you and for these people to understand what you do. Next, you must set up a Google business profile. Literally 95% of photographers we've spoken to don't have anything there. And you're wasting money on Google Ads to be outranked by people who set up a business profile. It's really not that hard, but it makes a huge difference. Most people find photographers when they search with intent. The first photographers they find are the ones they will inquire with. And there are a few things you need to do to rank on Google Business. So first of all, you have to get as many reviews as possible from your past clients. Chances are not every client you've had in the past has left a Google review. So you should message them and ask them to leave a review on your Google business profile. You could just send them a link, I believe. It's pretty simple. This is one of the few things that actually matter when it comes to ranking. The next super important thing for your Google business profile is to fill out as many information fields as possible. The more info you can give Google about your business, the better it will treat you when you need to rank high. Now, one super overlooked thing that basically no one is doing right now is updating your profile with posts. This doesn't have to be super thought out, but let's say you're running a promotion. You can make a quick 300 to 400 word post for your business profile. You don't need to go overboard, but preferably every 2 to 3 weeks, you should make some new post about your business. And most photographers, most commercial photographers, have a positioning problem that they don't see. So your profile talks about passion, artistic vision, creative approach. Business clients read that as high maintenance. They want someone who shows up and handles it, and not an artist who need to feel inspired. Every time your website mentions creativity, you're making them nervous. You can show clients studies and testimonials in your posts. There are so many things you can feature in your Google business profile, but keeping it well maintained is the main objective. This will show Google that you're paying attention to your business's online presence, and that will therefore promote you more. So after you have your online presence completely sorted, you can start developing your Dream 100 list. This is a dream of 100 people or businesses that are able to bring you more clients or are your ideal clients that you help. Remember back when I was talking about creating an offer and the value equation? This list is full of people who are able to benefit from this. The reason it's a Dream 100 and not a Dream 1000 is that with 100, you could follow up and build business relationships with basically all of them. And you're going to be outreaching to this Dream 100 regularly and offering to solve their problems or build strategic partnerships. We made a video on outreach specifically for photographers. You can go check it out after watching this video. I could even link it down below. So this will get you leads in the door and interested buyers. And you won't have to wait for these people to come to you. You will be the one reaching out and staying top of mind. Now, the point of this is to build relationships with this list, and these people will bring you more business than you can handle. Now, lastly, you need a way to convert all of these people into buyers. So you have a good offer, you are able to generate traffic, but how do you turn these leads into paying clients? Well, this is done by making it as easy as possible for the client to see your value or book a consultation with you. This is done by making it as easy as possible for the client to see your value and book a shoot or consultation with you. Now, one of the most important things out there is a high converting website. We made a video a few weeks ago showing you how to build a website that actually gets you leads instead of being there as just a portfolio. Basically, what it comes down to is clearly showing your offer, making the process look simple, tons of social proof, and a video sales letter that explains everything that is on your website, but in a visual manner. Really, it sounds simple, but the execution is where most photographers miss. I could tell you right now for a fact, out of 200 websites we reviewed the other day, none of them had something called a VSL, which is short for a video sales letter. It addresses concerns, objections, and naturally leads the viewer to take the next step. Business clients have 3 questions. How fast do you respond? How fast do I get my files? And what do I not have to do? Most photographer websites hide this information. Turnaround buried somewhere. No mention of response time. Client has to email just to understand the basics. Every question you make them hunt for sends them somewhere else. But at the root of it all, you're showing your competence and having a website elaborate your value equation. Now you're showing them their dream outcome. You're increasing their likelihood of achievement of this dream outcome. This is done with endless testimonials and social proof. Show screenshots of messages, Google reviews, video reviews, quote them, show the before and after photos. You're decreasing the effort and sacrifice by showing how easy it is to book with you. Show them a 3 to 4 step process of the entire delivery. The more effort they have to put in, the more friction is made before their decision. You're decreasing the time delay by emphasizing your fast turnaround. And as a photographer who's serious about getting high-paying clients, you must have also ultra-competitive turnaround times. This is what businesses value a lot. So if your photos are slightly better, but it takes you another few days to deliver them, the business owner would still rather get them faster. We've spoken to them and we know. Once they click your website's CTA, the call to action, the booking and discovery process has to be seamless. If you're offering a discovery call, make it easy to book. Don't make it overly long, and most importantly, build a good rapport. You don't use a script, you just have a normal conversation. If they already booked a call with you, they're pre-sold. You just need to listen to them and what they actually need. Our photography clients have very high close rates because they don't sell on these calls. And the point is just to listen and then offer the right package for them. Commercial clients already decided before the call. They're just checking you're not going to be a pain to work with. If you're asking them intake questions or trying to understand their vision, you're creating doubt. Tell them what happens next. When you shoot, when they get files. Commercial clients already decided before the call. If they say it's too expensive, you just didn't demonstrate the value well enough. Ask them questions, be helpful, and provide as much value upfront as possible. And that is how you get commercial photography clients. It's not rocket science, you just need to follow everything mentioned in this video. Now, sign up to our private email list if you haven't already. I write daily emails there. They're all full of value, just like this video you watched, but written concisely and full of insights that we've gathered from working with professionals like yourself. And in addition to daily emails, we have already 5 free resources included so far once you sign up. By the way, these are added gradually. And these are courses we used to sell, internal training documents, and full-length guides on how to speed things up in your business and to be more efficient. I believe there's a course on there on how you can get the most out of every client once you've already worked with them. We haven't really discussed this part in the video, what happens after you work with them. So I heavily suggest you sign up. It's the first link in the description. And read our photo upsell mastery course that we made for free. It's going to be in the link that you'll get. I won't talk about it too much, but it's received a lot of positive feedback from all the subscribers. It's all free, and you get everything within 2 minutes of signing up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the value, and I'll see you inside.